It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz coming off a nice week throwing the ball with 4 touchdown throws. It's the Commanders and the Colts next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Washington Commanders and the Indianapolis Colts. We welcome everybody again alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn and CD. We've got an interesting test here today. One of the league's best passing games and one of the best pass defenses set to square up and see who can perform better in a high-profile matchup.
And you and I talk about all the time how fortunate we are to be in this position and be around these types of games. And as jacked up as these fans are, how about these two teams? They've been looking forward to testing themselves against what is considered the best on the other side. This is going to be a lot of fun, a very exciting battle headed our way.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the 7th-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His 3rd NFL team, Carson Wentz.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
And 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Wentz first play going right to the air. And Thomas has it. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Winston Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first. Now the big story here in this one, Carson Wentz, of course, back in Indy. He was a 17-game starter as a Colts QB a season ago, picked up in a trade with Philadelphia. The numbers weren't all bad, 27 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, but a Week 18 loss at 2-14 Jacksonville. It kind of wrote the end of his time in the Circle City, and he was sent to Washington on March the 9th. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 54 yards.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Caught by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. The Colts at 4-3, a game over 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Taylor. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And does Washington have it? They do. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now, after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Wentz finding McLaurin there for the Commanders first. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Wentz now to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Only 4 sacks for Kwity Paye as a rookie, but Indianapolis knew he'd need some time to adjust to the league. In his 2nd season, they believe he's capable of double-digit sacks.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Wentz going to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Wentz. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
fly, able to put this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Meanwhile, Ryan's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 39, Ryan complete to Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll find Jones again, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 24. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ready, blue lady!
Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Taylor. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Ryan.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Thomas has got it, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Wentz now on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Thomas. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
Well, they weren't able to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Rodgers on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And now this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
They go play action now. Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's 4th. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a toss play. It's Hines.
He'll get this down to the 21 just on the edge of the red zone.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Wentz to throw.
Quick slant, Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on first is Wentz.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Wentz. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw is Wentz. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, they come out and take a look at step aside for just a moment.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Now Wentz.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 10-3. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute, but first let's...
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
57 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Back to Taylor on first down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
And that's caught left side by Mo Alley-Cox.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Ryan. Catch made here by Campbell.
And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Ryan. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
21.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here is Washington now to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. Possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Ryan. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz. That one, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Colts pick it up. They find some open field here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, bye-bye. Ready to go.
They run with Hines. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
2nd and 5 now. Ryan. Ryan avoiding the hit at the end as he'll slide down with a 1st down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Ready.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Antonio Gibson and the Washington offense ready to go here once more.
He had that critical fumble on the last drive, of course, and that, at least to this point, is the difference in the game.
And when I see those types of things happen, I often take a step back now. Younger in my career, I was probably way more critical about ball security, taking care of it, and what it does to a team. And in this case, it cost his team because ultimately they gave up a touchdown. When I was doing a high school game years ago in the state of Florida, Frank Gore with the Indianapolis Colts was starring in that game, had 3 fumbles in the first half. Ran for over 300 yards and shredded the team. Be very careful about getting on your top runner too much.
Yeah, you can put that in the rearview mirror, look forward, let's see if he can respond.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On first down, right back to Gibson. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 38. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Play action. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Play action. It's Ryan. They'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Hines. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. This is Hines. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back at its heels.
Holding offense.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Still 3rd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action with Ryan.
But he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. And the Washington offense heading out. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Handoff for Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On 1st down, Wentz. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wentz gonna throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. To the 27-yard line.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 21. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Hey, 59, ready.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wentz.
He'll dump that off to Gibson.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. Still fighting.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone.
Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Wentz now on 1st down.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Good starting field position. Have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a give to Taylor. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.